That's great. That's great. Alrighty. This is still a little too loud. How about that and that? There we go. Better for me. Wow. It's a Saturday stream! Woo! Saturday. It is the last day of July. Where... I don't know about you, but where did July go? Where? Hey Coco, hey Nicole, Vanessa, everyone's here, woohoo! Good morning, good morning. Wherever you are, good afternoon, good evening. I'm working on these little ducks. Aren't they cute? Little ducks. This morning, Nati, Stitchy Nati, tagged me in that your most liked photo of July. I had only posted 2 photos to my Instagram in July. What is this business? I don't know. I just don't know. But it was my Alabama finish. July has just like, it's gone. I don't know if my, I don't know. Don't ask me to tell you. Hey Laura, don't ask me to tell you about YouTube stats, live stats. Okay, I'm gonna stop being lazy and trim this because I keep catching it. Halloween in August, I suppose. I have not felt like I needed to buy anything or start anything because I've just not been cross-stitching that much this month. So welcome to the Saturday. Hey Joy, glad to have you from Houston. This is a Saturday stream because tomorrow is so I'm in basically Des Moines, Iowa, which is kind of like central United States right now, and my brother lives pretty close. He lives a couple hours away, and he's gonna come to the concert tonight with his wife, and I'm gonna have breakfast with them tomorrow morning, so I don't want to be cross-stitching at the same time. As much as I would love to just cross-stitch all the time. Halloween 365, yeah. I was messaging back and forth with someone on Instagram. They were showing me there's another set of 50 states that's like geology. So it's I'm not quite sure what it was. I didn't look at it very, very closely. But I think I picked like a very time-consuming subset of cross stitch, which is stitching the United States. And so I can't just do one state, right? I have to do them all. And so I picked a very time-consuming genre. So I haven't felt like I can get into much because I'm like, well, if I start doing samplers, reproduction samplers, then I'm gonna have too many. I'm gonna want to stitch them all, and I want to stitch the Ink Circles Cirque series, Cirque de Coeur, the triangles, whatever all those are. All my United States stuff, my cliffside stitches stuff. Got a lot. Yeah, so a lot's going on in cross stitch life. So I've got a lot to talk about because I didn't do a floss tube this week. Lots of life stuff going on. Should I go in chronological? No. I'll go in order of emotional impact. Wednesday, Dylan's grandfather passed away early in the morning. He was 94. Hey, Zan. Good to have you. Hey, Ashley. Morning, evening, all of those. So Wednesday morning, my husband's grandfather passed away. And he was Dylan's last living grandparent. And this has been kind of a thing that Dylan and I talk about pretty often, is just how different family situations can be. So when I was a kid, I saw my cousins a lot. They were my age. There were lots of family reunions, small ones, informal ones, where we would all get together. I saw my aunts and uncles a lot. And I had all of my grandparents when I was a kid. Thank you, Zen. It was... So for Dylan, it was, that kind of concept was weird because two of his grandparents died before he was born. One died when he was a baby. And then his last living grandparent just died as Dylan is an adult. And so, he didn't have much of a relationship with his grandparents. But this year, past couple years, he's gotten to visit with his grandpa one-on-one and kind of get to know him a little bit. I mean, I feel like it's really tough to get to know the older generation because of how different each generation is. Especially they're people who lived during times of war, during the Great Depression, stuff like that. It's hard to connect to that, in my opinion, because our world is just so different, especially in the United States. And so, it was not unexpected, but just, you reflect on it. How far am I going for? And Dylan had been there last weekend. So Dylan went to Baltimore to find us an apartment, meet his teacher, and then he got back and the next day went to be with his family, with his mom's dad. And then shortly after he got back, he passed away. So Wednesday was a weird day. I don't know how often. This is gonna get kind of weird or dark, except I don't know, it's just a subject. I just started thinking about how quickly life can end. Oh my goodness, this is a little heavy for cross stitch talk. Yeah, life is so fleeting. Right? Like, you don't know when anything's going to happen. I guess that's what makes it life, right? But he had said some things, like he was really happy. Dylan's grandpa was happy that everyone was there, and he said everyone seems to be doing well. So you find ways that console you a little bit, even though the reality of it is very sad. I mean, he had dealt with some heart attacks, and he fell a couple months ago, and so it was just, I don't know, you just struggle with those kinds of things, and especially when you, like, it's a new Stompy, everyone. Oh no. Especially when you know that they've lived a long life. I don't know. She'll be 100. Zan, I'm sorry to hear that. Especially when you live so close. Yeah. I picked the right kind of song for that one, right? Yeah, so then I was in rehearsal on Wednesday, and one of the songs that we were singing has a poem about music and how music kind of transcends flesh. And there's a line in the song. You'll hear it tonight if you watch the concert. There's a concert tonight, by the way. What was I saying? The line in the song says something about this muddy vesture, this vehicle of decay, referring to our bodies. Like, and the conductor asked us to, in that moment, like, look at our bodies and be like, ugh, body. And it really hit me hard. I like was kind of on the verge of tears the whole rehearsal. Because you just start thinking about all those things, mortality, how temporary it is. Oops, sorry. How something like bumping the microphone can just snap you out of it. It was very helpful, though, just to feel the emotions, go through the emotions. And I found that I'm kind of that way. I have an experience and then I really have a strong emotional response to it. And I go through the emotions. I don't want to shut those emotions off, So that's why I did not record a floss tube on Wednesday. I'm just going through life. And then amongst all of this grief and sadness, We have an apartment. I have a job. And we are, by this time next week, I will be in Baltimore in our new apartment. A cat. I can't wait to get a cat. I've been really missing the cats that we used to live with. I miss them. Yeah, there's nothing like not singing an ensemble for a year and a half and then doing some really deep music and connecting again to emotion. And some of, like, there have been some rehearsals where I've connected to the emotions of it and felt like bawling my eyes out in rehearsal, which would not be shameful. It would not be a bad thing to do that. But also, I've had some moments where I'm like, oh, okay, I can take one for the team and kind of push those thoughts aside for a sec and just sing how I'm supposed to. Because I don't know if y'all have tried to sing and emote at the same time. It's pretty hard to sound normal and have your voice sound normal and cry at the same time. It's pretty difficult. Okay, I want to actually read you this. Mm-hmm. And why it kind of hit me. Thank you, Vanessa. I'm happy about a job. I guess I dropped all those things on you at once. So the song that we're doing is called Serenade to Music. You'll hear it near the end of the concert tonight if you're watching. And it's by Rafe Vaughan Williams. And the words are, how sweet the moonlight sleeps upon this bank. Here will we sit and let the sounds of music creep in our ears. Soft stillness and the night become the touches of sweet harmony. So it's like music. And more of like, whoa, music, such harmony in immortal souls. In immortal souls. And here's the line. But whilst this muddy vesture of decay doth grossly close it in, we cannot hear it. So our stupid body, our vesture of decay, muddy vesture of decay, like how gross is our body, because it closes in the ability to appreciate music sometimes. Such harmony is in immortal souls, but whilst this muddy vesture of decay doth grossly close it in, we cannot hear it. Don't let your bodies prevent you from hearing music. And then this moment is on my Instagram stories right now if you want to watch me singing. And draw her home with music. And draw her home with music. Yeah. And then it kind of goes into like a moment of, oh crap, I'm never merry when I hear sweet music. And the baritones say, the reason is your spirits are attentive. The man that hath no music in himself, nor is not moved with concord of sweet sounds, is fit for treasons, stratagems, and spoils. The motions of his spirit are dull as night, and his affections dark as Erebus, dark as hell. Let no such man be trusted. So if there's somebody who doesn't let music into their hearts, they can't be trusted. Okay. Wait, who's the poet on this? Loading. Shakespeare. It's Shakespeare, of course. I'm really sorry for those of you who are watching, if you're watching me and you're a music person and you're like, Kaylee didn't remember that this is Shakespeare. Leave me alone. I'm trying. I'm trying to do better about score study. So don't trust people who don't let music in their hearts, I guess is what Shakespeare is saying. And it's really dramatic how Vaughan Williams sets it. It's like that part is set up by a soprano-y voice. I am never merry when I hear sweet music. Like Eeyore. And then all these baritones are like, yeah, the reason is blah, blah, blah. You're letting your affections be in hell, basically, Erebus. Let no such man be trusted. And then the music changes, and somebody else goes, music! Ooh, music! And then it's like, ooh, music. And it shifts into this really swoopy, as the beginning of the song. It is your music of the house. Methinks it sounds much sweeter than by day. Silence bestows that virtue on it. So in silence, in night, music can be more personal, blah, blah, blah. How many things by season are to their right praise and true perfection. Peace, the moon sleeps with Endymion and would not be awaked. So it is a play, and some of these names that you hear are from the play. You were singing with me last night on that one's good too. Soft stillness in the night becomes the touch of sweet harmony. Sweet harmony. Very quick transitions in this song. Like, it goes from like really soft and slow and music, soft stillness to music harmony. Vaughan Williams. Silly guy. Yeah, check out my Instagram. I've been doing some... Oh, I forgot to put the links to the concert. I'll put those in the description. My Instagram, I should have been doing this all summer, but whatever. I've been inserting little clips. And it's on me, so you basically hear my voice and then people in the background, but that's not how it's like in the concert. You'll hear everybody else. We're also doing some Bach tonight, some Mozart. There's a chorus, aria plus chorus from Idomeneo. It's just about love. Oh, the concert is like about love. And then on Sunday is actually a graduation ceremony, because the people who joined this program 2 years ago, 4 years ago, oh my goodness, it's supposed to be 3, but was 4 years ago, they are graduating. They're actually done. I'm happy for them. Hey Heather, I'm in your state right now. I've been singing in Iowa for 3 weeks. Oh, y'all, the Balloon Festival is in town. So they have this balloon festival. Indianola is the home to the Balloon Museum. Is it International Balloon Museum? Probably not international. I don't know. Oh, did I mess that up? Yeah. Oh well. I think I messed up the other one. This angle is not very good. Yeah, so we are 2 concerts away from finishing the summer. So there will be a concert tonight, and then a concert on Sunday, which is also a graduation ceremony. We'll have a reception, and then on Monday we are leaving. So on Monday, Dylan and I are traveling to Indiana. One of Dylan's sisters lives there, so we'll spend a couple days in Indiana, and then the 5th is when we'll move into our apartment. Amanas. I'm south of Des Moines in Indianola right now, but I won't be staying for long. I'm leaving Monday. Amanas. Oh. Oh, yeah. So you're on the way to Iowa City from here. Nope. It has been a great 3 weeks here. It's been good to see Gary, Indiana. That's a reference. I laughed because I know the reference, but it's not planting in my brain right now. Gary, Indiana. Oh, speaking of jobs, my job, I've started filling out the paperwork, and I realized that oh, you're right. Yep. 76 trombones led the marching band. I started filling out paperwork, and I did not bring my passport with me. Nor did I bring my social security card with me. So I have to call them and be like, hey, so here's the deal. I don't have a picture of those, and they are in a moving box. I must have a picture of them somewhere. I wonder if I could contact my other employer and they might have a scan of it. But my filing cabinet is in the moving pod. So I've got to have a picture of it somewhere. Or a scan of it. I'll have to, I think I have a flash drive maybe that it's on? I'll have to check. So yeah, I started filling out my new hire paperwork for Baltimore City Public Schools. I had my first dream about my new job last night. It wasn't good. I was like a study hall teacher, which there's nothing wrong with being that, but I don't know. It was very weird. Last duck. We're starting on the last duck. Cute duck. It is nice and tranquil. Do you feel like I'm giving you a massage? Oh, that sounded kind of weird. Do you feel like you're getting a massage? This is the kind of music that they play in the massage places. You wanna know a fun fact? I bank through US Bank, and there are none in Baltimore. In fact, I don't know if there's even any in Maryland. Oh, this is wrong. Ducky duck. You guys, these are duck buddies. I'm sorry. An ear massage. I'm so funny. My duck buddies. I talked about all my stuff and it's only 30 minutes in? What? Okay. Okay. So this piece, maybe I'll talk about cross stitch. This piece that you see is a seasonal earth sow. Sow being stitch along for those of you who don't know. And this is from Cross Stitch for the Earth by Emma Congdon, this book. And it is design number 19. It doesn't have an official name. But I think Stitch Again Sam was the one who started this out. And a couple people have joined in, and the idea is you do a panel per season. And I feel behind, as usually you do in a sale, I guess. So I'm working on the rest of the spring portion. What is considered summer? Like, what's the end of summer? September? So I guess I have a couple months to finish the summer panel. And then fall. Oh, Kaylee, I'm sorry. Take that, everyone. I maybe should put a thinger over my... Autumn is September 22nd. Oh! So I have a month and a half to finish the... summer. Look at these cute little ducks. I wish my lighting was a little bit better, but we have some... This is a temporary space. Right. A month and a half. You know, I have been feeling some very strong urges to be stitching on my supersized USA my Moroccan sampler, which I did not bring my flosses for, apparently. Or I did and they're lost. I don't know. And I need to start something new because my giveaway winner for the barnyard pattern started it already. I need to stitch with her. So I need to start that. What? Hey, welcome back. I'm streaming. Wait. Oh yeah. Your main piece. See, who cares? Who cares when you work on something? Right? Okay, I have a question. I'm gonna show a tiny bit of the pattern. Let me cover some of it up. YouTube library, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna show you part of this pattern and you can help me decide what I should do with this. Because there is a very random, oh nice glare. There's a very random one single stitch of that color. Should I just stitch a yellow stitch? Because it's one, there's one and there's none here. There's none in the rest of that. Should I just stitch a duck so that the pattern, the blue pattern stays the same? I don't need your opinion, I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. Don't give me your opinion. I don't know about this song. Thunder chant, okay. Yeah, I'll stitch it yellow. You turds, get out of here. Oh, I wonder if it is a typo. Yay. So, Needlebug was also live when I went live. It's been a long time since I've watched one of her live streams. I need to, or like all the way through. I've always seen her live and then popped in. Looks like she started something new. The duckies, they're so cute. This yellow is Ymir's Almond M&Ms. What is it called? Buttercup. Buttercup. Ugh, cold coffee. I think this might be the last yellow in the pattern. Oh, there's a bit in the summer. But that's it. Aw. autumn is a lot of browns, which I did not substitute any colors. Does it really? Oh no. I mean, I guess if you're model stitching, you're gonna follow the... Oh, yep. That's really subtle though. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Zan, don't you have this book too? On Kindle? I'm stitching the yellow. Check to see if that stitch is I don't know. You don't have to, but if you want to put another set of eyes on it for us. Fishies. When does, experienced stitchers, when does the, oh, I'll just like start this other series of things and have one going at a time. When does that stop? Never? Okay. What I mean by that is, so I have my United States stuff that I stitch, so I'm always gonna have one state going. I have my Cliffside Stitches collection of samplers, so I'm always gonna have one of those going. And then like this book, there's more that I want to do in this book, so I'm like, okay, I'll always have a cross stitch for the earth going. And then I'll have never, no. The concert is at 7:30 Central, which would be 8:30 Eastern. Never stops. Of course, here's the stitch. Here's the supposed to be seafoam green stitch. Haha. Take that. Of course, Ashley, you started all of the movie posters. Of course, me too. I'm always like, I can't do, I don't know why I don't want to do smalls. Because I think I'm very, very lazy when it comes to finishing. Because I'm like, well, I have to go find a frame, I have to wash it, and I have to... So I have like this stack of finishes just in a bag. Ah, Zan. Interesting. What size of projects? Because I found that I've like started bigger projects, and then I get sick of them. Startober. Maybe I'll probably be able to hold off till October. Well, maybe not. I don't want to leave somebody hanging. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smells are okay, but yeah, me too. I like. No always temptation. Ah, yeah. I really like full coverage. As I scroll through my Instagram, I'm like looking at people who are doing extreme cross country. Like they're only stitching one color at a time. And that terrifies me. Now that I switched to the diagonal stitching, that kind of terrifies me because I made mistakes when I stitched cross country, and I make much less mistakes when I'm doing diagonal parking, because then like the stitched area that you're doing gets finished and it's much easier to figure out if you have a mistake or not. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts. Barbara and a wicked plant. That's pretty. Duckies! Done with duckies! Duckies are finished. Whee! Okay, pink it is. Lily of the Valley. This floss is like really soft. It's not like really soft, it's really soft. I think I'm gonna run out of the white. Yay! Wait, the whole set? Wow. Congratulations. Anyone caught? I need to, well, so many thoughts and such little clarification on what my thoughts are right now. Sorry about that. So Michelle Bendy started doing Twitch live streams on Twitch, and then she always goes live when I have a concert. So I have not caught one yet. I'll probably be busy this Wednesday too with family, so it'll be a little bit, but I thought about streaming on Twitch, but I think I have more followers here, but I think that you're more discoverable on Twitch, like for strangers, because you can be in a category. 480? See, I've been building my stash as I go, so if I need the color, I buy it. But that's a way to do it too. I get that, Zen. Like you're like, oh, I have my hands on these. Oh, but now I have to sort them. We'll just have a bunch of pink now. Why don't I just move my camera? Oh, and show you the pattern while I'm at it. How about? Wow, this lighting is just fabuloso. Oh, by the way, I also accidentally knocked this down, and the glass shattered. I was so proud of myself. Not. It was very sad. How do I just run out of things to talk about by the time it's like 30 minutes in? I suppose that's why I have y'all. Is that there's a participation. I still do love just stitching a whole block of color. It's pretty great. Yeah, I was very sad that it fell down. Let me see. Let me find the concert link while I'm thinking about it, and then I'll put it in the description when I edit this video. There will be the live stream. Yay! Zan, that sounds fun. Rejuvenating. Oop, I'm getting hungry. I'm making Egg McMuffins for lunch. I'm excited to cook more. I've been kind of lazy with cooking. And Dylan is a great cook too. But I'm going to cook more since he will be more busy with school. Oh. coffee is not hot anymore. Yeah. I'm sorry, I only have 2 muffins. Maybe I could do Eggs Benedict instead. Anybody been watching the Olympics? I'm a big gymnastics fan. And Suni Lee won the all-around gold. And Brazil got their first Olympic gymnastics, women's gymnastics medal. Very happy for that. And US women got us team silver. Wahoo! And Russia on the women's side, Russia has been kind of percolating for the last few Olympic cycles. Yay! Good job, South Africa. I find it like this is gonna sound political. I find it kind of unfair that countries with less people in them have to compete with countries with more people in them. Because, like, especially the United States, which has resources and money to put into sports where people can have equipment to train with. Like that weightlifter from the Philippines who, like, was not training on equipment. She was using, like, bamboo and buckets and stuff. So, like, it's very imbalanced. Oh, Zan! Wow! That's awesome. It's always amazing when somebody breaks a world record and then gets better. Oh. Interesting, Zan. Because of resources. I have lots of thoughts, but I think I'm gonna not say them. I will say this, though. I didn't understand how some... Like, there was even criticism of Simone Biles' decision to pull out of the gymnastics competition. Like, she announced that she wasn't competing, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes the most sense. Like, don't risk getting injured. And then like I started seeing I found this Facebook is so dumb. Facebook suggested this article that was like, Simone Biles was selfish and she wasn't brave, she was a coward and blah blah blah. And I'm like, what? Dude. And the people who are like, I saw somebody trying to compare her to like if Michael Jordan stepped out. It's really funny. People who have no idea about sports and how life-threatening they can be. Like, yeah, if you're an athlete and you're at the top of your game, like you're putting your body through a lot. But gymnastics, when you're flipping through the air and you don't know where you are and you land on your head and neck, there are multiple cases of gymnasts being paralyzed. Like, I think there was a gymnast who competed maybe for the Soviet Union that was pushed to compete when she wasn't comfortable doing it, and she was paralyzed and died at age 46. So it's like, I think y'all have forgotten how dangerous this actually is. I was just like shocked. I don't know. Did y'all get shocked when people criticized that decision? She got the twisties, which means like it's a bout of not being able to tell where you are in the air. It's becoming more and more apparent to me the importance of knowing the whole situation. Like, it's possible that in the future it'll be like, and after winning 2 gold medals, the US won a silver at Tokyo 2020. And if you just read that, you're like, oh, well, they got worse. But the situation is, not that I want America to win everything, but like, in the moment, the rest of the US team was, Vanessa, yeah. The rest of the US team stepped up, and under the pressure of, we just lost scores that we were counting on to win, we have to step up. Like, that's the narrative, not who wins. It's like, people don't, I don't know, we put so much expectation and pressure on these kinds of situations, and it's like, I mean, first of all, it doesn't really matter. I guess I'm It's really funny. I've come to these conclusions in my mind, and then I see something that contradicts it, and I'm like, how? Yeah. I'm kind of also for spreading the love. Like, I'm really happy for the Russian Olympic Committee. one for Great Britain, who won a medal, which I know there's like the Downey sisters were left off the team, and they've been staples in British gymnastics. I think there's just so much going on. I have so many thoughts swirling in my head, but I don't think I need to share them. Do y'all want to hear a poem? On my kind of weird day, or the day after my weird day, on Thursday, we went to a local bookstore and I bought a book called Poetry, the Book of Poetry for Hard Times. And I found one that I like. Welcome to Kaylee Cross-Stitch, where we also talk about poetry and the poetry of music. And Kaylee's interpretation of that. Yes, a poem. Okay. 4 more. And I'll grab the book. Boom, 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 boom. I also, after I read the poem, I think I'm gonna go and cook and fry some eggs, toast some things and eat it, crack some pepper, pour some salt, melt some cheese. Okay. Poem time. Did you hear my hip crack? My hip cracked. Okay, here we go. Hello. Hello, friends. It's me. C'est moi. Here, let me turn this off. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. Oh. So, this book has sections. The sleep of reason, grief, love and rage, despair, guilt, shame, blame, and manic laughter. So I would like to read a poem called Failure by Philip Schultz, born in 1945. So the person who put these together, Pinsky, Robert Pinsky puts a little forward, and the forward says, another poem that declines or contradicts guilt, here by indicting some forms of blaming. Blame itself is blamed. Okay, so the poem is Failure. To pay for my father's funeral, I borrowed money from people he already owed money to. One called him a nobody. No, I said, he was a failure. You can't remember a nobody's name, that's why they're called nobodies. Failures are unforgettable. The rabbi who read the stock eulogy about a man who didn't belong to or believe in anything was both a failure and a nobody. He failed to imagine the son and wife of the dead man being shamed by each word. Ugh. That's heavy. To understand that not believing in or belonging to anything demanded a kind of faith and buoyancy. An uncle counting on his fingers my father's business failures, a parking lot that raised geese, a motel that raffled honeymoons, a bowling alley with roving mariachis, failed to love and honor his brother, who showed him how to whistle under the covers, steal apples with his right or left hand. Indeed, my father was comical. His watches pinched, he tripped on his pant cuffs and snored loudly in movies, where his weariness overcame him finally. He didn't believe in saving insurance, newspapers, vegetables, good or evil, human frailty, history, or God. Our family avoided us, fearing boils. I left town, but failed to get away. Boy, I'm really going deep here today. Yeah, failure. Blame itself is blamed. I don't think that I'm gonna find a happy poem in here, so maybe I'll find a happy poem next time. Failure. Okay. Well, with that, I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable that I have just shared this on the internet. But also it's been part of my process of going through emotions this week, and it just helped me connect more with embracing the uncomfortable, embracing what feels like failure or what feels like the end. A happy poem doesn't touch the heart as much. Yeah, I appreciate y'all listening. It was intense this week, I guess I should say. And part of me feels like maybe this happens when you're an adult, but more and more like the uncomfortable is what is real. Not what feels comfortable or what feels secure. That's temporary. And the more we feel like failure, the harder we are on ourselves. It's a terrible cycle. But it also takes feeling those feelings, addressing them, to say, no, I'm not going to entertain that feeling. It's uncomfortable. It's a feeling, but I don't want to dwell on that. Oh my goodness. I've had such a great time hanging out with y'all, stitching with y'all. This is a cross stitch channel, not life advice. Take what you will. Ignore what you will. I'm not offended if you ignore all of that. Aw. Thank you, Zen. And thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for watching, joining, listening, stitching. And yet again, I take 5 ever to say goodbye. I'll hopefully film a floss tube on Wednesday. I'll be with family, so if I don't, then I won't. But definitely next Sunday, I'll be on for another live. Yay, thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Until then,